This episode of Congratulations... Let me start over. Episode 87 of Congratulations... No, I like that. All right. This episode of Congratulations is brought to you by the Cash App. You know the Cash App. It's the simplest way to instantly send money to friends. It's also the #1 app in finance, but it didn't get there on payments alone. These days, Cash App is changing how people interact with their money. It's adding features you can only get from a bank and more than a few that you can't, like the Cash Card, Boosts, and Bitcoin. Download the Cash App for free on the App Store or Google Play Market.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
Baby roll call. What's up, my babies? It's a baby roll call. Episode 87 of Congratulations. And we just keep on moving it, man. We take it a day at a time and a week at a time. And that turns into months at a time and then years at a time. Do you feel what I'm saying? Everyone who's saying taking it a day at a time, they're taking it weeks at a time, too. And they're also taking it years at a time. They're basically just picking an arbitrary amount of time and saying it that they're taking it that a time. You could say you're taking it a minute at a time. You're taking it 2 minutes at a time. You could say you're taking it 37 seconds at a time. But a lot of people say that they're taking it a day at a time, and that's how they get through the fucking life. And there you go. If that's what makes you a better person, then good. We got some shit here new at the Congratulations Studios. It feels like every week we get a new thing here at Congratulations Studios. We've got, of course, the new deal, the way it looks. We've got the fucking, the wood planks here. Keeping it nice and cozy. We should get a fireplace soon, but we're not going to do that. We got the sign here, the congratulations sign. We also have the CUDA here to keep us a reminder. To give us a reminder of how not to be, right? To fight that inner CUDA. But we also have today something that isn't going to benefit you guys in a direct way, but it is indirectly. Okay? We've got one of those soundless, noiseless fans. Now, let me tell you something. It's from Dyson, right? It's a Dyson fucking thing? Yeah? Okay, it's from Dyson. You know the commercials where the guy's just like, at Dyson, we try to make we try to make it from the ground up. We looked at the fan, and what we did is, we looked at the vacuum, and what we did is, instead of making the vacuum like people usually make, we redefined the vacuum. And now the vacuum does what a new thing. Dyson. I'm a guy with long gray hair, obviously. But, yeah, so, and here's the thing. This fan that's putting out no noise puts out fucking noise. That's the thing. When you put it on high, it's literally like, I. You know what it sounds like? A fucking fan. That's it. It's got a fucking oval shaped like a fucking big old, like big giant pussy, a little bit. You know, you'd have to take into account giant dicks too. So, I mean, yeah, you'd be like, oh, every time you say something looks like a pussy online, people will be like, yeah, well, what kind of pussies are you used to seeing? Yeah, dude, we get it. Here at Dyson, this guy's always wandering around. You ever see those Dyson commercials? Always wandering around a fucking laboratory with like a bunch of fucking crazy electronic shit. He picks up like a vacuum that's purple, long and purple and shit. Here at Dyson, we make it the most powerful cordless vacuums. This way you don't trip over yourself when you're vacuuming your cat hair. But yeah, so we got one of those fans. And let me tell you something, babies. It makes noise. If you're trying to get a noiseless fan, well, let me tell you something. They don't exist. You know what a noiseless fan is? One of those Japanese ones where you just fucking hold and fan yourself. Like you're a bad, or have somebody do it like you're a bad guy. Get a fucking leaf. Anytime air's moving, it's going to be making noise. You know why? Wind. You know what makes noise? Wind. So we got one of those fans, and it's going to fucking make me a little bit cooler. Hopefully you won't, if I'm wearing light gray shirts, if I'm going to wear the Grand Slam tee, dude. You know what I mean? You won't be able to see my fucking flop sweat. You won't be able to see my sweat. You won't be able to see, you know. And now, granted, you won't be reminded about those fucking, that ski course of the fucking double black diamonds. But still, dude, they're there. You have to believe in it like Jesus Christ. Going to hell for saying that? Yeah, check. But it's all good. So yeah, I was in Toronto. I did fucking. I was in Ottawa, Toronto, and also London, Ontario. And let me tell you something. Somebody told me that they flew to London by mistake. London, Europe, in Europe. They went to Europe by mistake. They flew. They took the thing. They took the flight. They went to Europe, and they got there, and then they fucked up and realized that I was going to be in London, Ontario. Now I don't know where they were from originally. But they sent me a message, and they literally said that they were in London. And they were like, oh, well, I guess I'll enjoy it. I'll have to fucking come over to see you at some other time, fly over the pond. I felt real bad, but also that's going to be a funny story in years and years. But also enjoy London, I guess, you know? But that's so fucking crazy that actually happens. Also, don't you get tickets? Maybe she bought the tickets already, but she just bought... Yeah, I think she said she did. She bought the tickets. But she messed up and went to London. She got a flight to fucking London in Europe. Hey, check. Hey, I've got something for you. Check itinerary and check website. Hey, don't go to the wrong place in the world. You know what I mean? If you're like, yeah, I'm going to Tender Greens. Oh, okay, cool. I'll meet you at Tender Greens. And you wind up at the one on Sunset instead of the one on fucking Ventura Boulevard. Fine. But imagine going to the wrong place in the world. Hey, dude. Sorry. I fucked up. I know you're in Canada, but I'm in Europe. Oh, well. Guess I'll have a fucking good time anyway. God damn it. It's never set up the right way. The fucking soundboard never is set up the right way. And it's not working. There we go. I'll have fun in Europe. Sometimes they flag my videos because I play that shit. That's bullshit, by the way, YouTube. We all know that nobody's going to be listening to fucking You Making My Dreams Come True off of my fucking Congratulations podcast. That's not satisfactory for people if they want to listen to this song. Hey, dude, but we don't have to buy it for $140. Instead, just turn on Congratulations, find the part it syncs up with, and even though Crystal Lee is talking over it, let's listen to it that way. Give me a fucking break. Anyway, so that's a crazy fucking thing. And I took Air Canada to get to... Let me tell you something, Air Canada. Get Wi-Fi on your fucking planes, man. It's 2018. I know we talked about this, but dude, if you're going to be in 2018, be in 2018. Don't be in 2001. The planes are new. Get Wi-Fi on it. And I know this is like this drives me nuts. Oh, first world problems. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. There is a first world. We're in it. If you're listening to this, you're most likely in the first world yourself. Get Wi-Fi. I get on the plane to Air Canada. Do you guys have Wi-Fi? This airplane doesn't have it yet. Oh, cool. What airplane we taking? This one? Then don't say that, you smug ass. Yet, dude. Don't ever say the word fucking yet to me on an airplane. You know? Yeah, this aircraft, first of all, they never call it an airplane. When you work on a plane, you call it an aircraft. Now that makes me BRM. That's like when actors call it their craft or whatever. When they're like, well, you know, I'm just honing my craft. You're reading lines. You didn't even write them. You honing your craft or you saying what you suppose? Dude, honing your craft. Yeah, dude. Well, you know, I go to my acting class, taught by some guy. He was on fucking, most notably, 9 episodes of the second season of Jag. And anyway, he also was on some of the CSI fucking Miami and did some CSI New Orleans. And he was in a movie in fucking 2009 with Jay Baruchel where he played his teacher. But still, I'm just honing my craft every week with that guy. Oh, yeah? Are you? You honing your craft, dude? No, it's good to practice. I'm just fucking around. You do have to practice. That's the other thing, too. A lot of people move out here as actors, and they just want to be fucking actors. They just want fame. They just want to do it like that. That's not cool, man. You can't do it like that. You got to practice. You do have to hone your craft, actually. As much as I'm making fun of it, you got to hone your craft. And you also have to fucking practice everything you do, you know? Like, I used to think about that when I was a stand-up. I am a stand-up, but when I was starting, like, I was like, dude, I want to go on stage every fucking night. That's the thing. That was the difference. I had a buddy that was getting work as an actor more than I was when I first started stand-up, and he loved auditioning. I fucking hate auditioning. And he loved auditioning. And because he loved it, he would practice auditioning and then go on the audition. They could sniff it out, and they could be like, this guy's a professional, and they fucking hire him. Me, I wanted to do stand-up. I would go up and do shows for 5 people at some bar in North Hollywood with the TVs on because I loved it. And other comedians who didn't want it as much, not to saying that there weren't some that did want it as much, of course they did, but some of the comedians that would watch would want to be a comedian, they wouldn't want it that much and they wouldn't do those spots, and that's how fucking you get successful. I'm coming out. I don't know world to know. But that's what, no, that's it. I don't know. But my whole fucking point is, Air Canada, get Wi-Fi. When are you going to get it? Oh, maybe October, they said. Oh, cool. Well, let's just wait till October to fly then. Dude, it's not, if you're going to have your business going, get your business fucking going. That's my whole thing, man. I've talked about this before on the podcast. If it's going to work, make it if it's going to work. Don't make it if it doesn't fucking work. You know? You know when you go in a fucking office fucking whatever, and they're like, the Wi-Fi is kind of temperamental, then don't have it. Don't fucking have it then. Because I can still use my cellular data to fucking send a text off. But in the air, have it. It's 2018. I slept on the flight. It's also I was reading a thing too that said like 41% of people, I think Nikki Glazer posted this on Twitter. It was a thing about how 41% of people think it's rude to recline your seat on an airplane, and 59% of people don't. Dude, recline. Go ahead. Recline. If I'm behind you, recline all the way into my cock. Go ahead. I'll give you a fucking scalp massage. Because guess what I'm doing too? I'm reclining as well into the fucking housewife's, belly behind me. That's all. That's it, dude. Or everybody recline into our privates. Go ahead. Put the back of your head in fucking dicks and pussies. When you're on a plane and they give you the boom. All right. Just so you know, everybody can move, fucking recline and singing. That's all you got to do is bang and singing. You ever you're on the airplane and you're not sure if you can hear it better from the headphones or you take them off? You're like, I can't hear the motherfucker. Sometimes it's so fucking loud. They're just like, oh, we reached 10,000 feet. And you're like, Jesus Christ, I'm trying to take a nap. And sometimes it's literally like, you're at Air Canada. I was just taking a vac, relax and feet. And, I got it looking out inside and see Mount Rushmore. See ya. Also, who's looking out of the fucking plane at shit? I don't know. Maybe I would do that. But I feel like I can never see it. Like I'm like too high up. I'm like, is that it or is that it? Yeah, but recline into my cock. I don't give a shit. I'll recline into your pussy or cock. If you're a guy, I'll recline into your cock. I don't give a shit. The back of my head's meeting your, hey, nice to meet you, cock. This is the back of my head. Nice to meet you. Let's chill for a little bit on our way to fucking Buffalo. And then when we land, nice chatting with you. See you later. Hopefully you're not a boner. Hopefully you're flaccid. Catch you later. Jesus, Christ. Well, what the fuck am I talking about here? Really? Well, what is important, though, which is crazy to me, and not that they didn't deserve it. They deserve it. But what's fucking insane to me, what I've been thinking about lately, is the 2 guys in jail are fucking Suge Knight and Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby has 3 to 10 years, and Suge Knight has 28 years in prison. Dude, imagine living, first of all, Cosby's 81? Imagine living 81 years free and then having to probably spend the rest of your life in jail. I mean, he'll probably get out in 3 years. Who knows if he'll be alive at that point? I'm sure it's probably hard to stay alive in prison just with your health breaking down and shit, even your mental health. Because I'd fucking end it at 81. Fuck that, dude. You got to leave your wife and you got to be locked the fuck up and you deserve it and you know you deserve it. Wow. And Suge Knight, as bad as he was his whole life, has got to be still in jail for 28 years, dude. He's going to be 81 when he gets out. Imagine Suge Knight and Bill Cosby in jail together. Suge Knight and Bill Cosby. Suge Knight be like, fucking, let's make an album of your jokes, motherfucker. And Bill Cosby like, no. Dude, how stupid is a Bill Cosby? Anyone who ever does a Bill Cosby, it's like Christopher Walken now. You know? If someone's at a party and they're like, yeah, he does Christopher Walken, that guy's the most boring guy at the fucking party. Yeah, dude, but that's crazy that they're going to be in jail, dude. When I was a kid, I used to listen to fucking Bill Cosby and all of Suge Knight's production, you know? That's so crazy that those guys, if you told the young me that I was going to be in jail, that they were going to be in jail, I would be like, what? I'd be like, maybe Suge Knight, but not Bill Cosby. That's fucking insane, dude. It blows my mind. And yes, I know they deserve it. It's weird, too, because it's hard to separate that shit for me. It really is. Like, even that we have it with XXX Tentacion or whatever. Like, he was a motherfucker, but his music was great or whatever. It's hard for me to separate it, though. You know? Like, the art and what they did. Because what Bill Cosby did for people and the black community was insane. But then what he did was rape lots of girls. And it's just so fucked. It's such a mind fuck, man. I don't even the fact that he can be in jail, because I know there's people out there that are like, yeah, he's in jail, he deserves it, but I still feel badly because they know what the fuck they grew up on him. God, that's fucking crazy, man. And his wife is standing by him still. I don't know if she still is, but fuck. That's just being in jail. I talked about this before. When would you start fucking guys? It would take me 8 days. But when would you end up killing yourself? Dude, if I had to spend my life in jail, I think I'd actually fucking... This is supposed to be a comedy podcast, but I think I'd fucking... I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could fucking do it. I'd go out in some jokey way. Like my last fucking line would be like, Superman! And then just jump off the fucking thing. I used to think when I was a kid... Like, when I grow up, I would get fucking way, way, way old, and I'd go out onto a bridge with my oldest buddy and be like, hey, dude, check this out. I'm Superman, and just dive off. And then that's how I would die when I was fucking, like, 90, and it would just throw everybody for a loop. And I would know, like, well, you know, the best years are behind me. Fuck it. I went out with a joke. That would be fucking memorable. We all want to be memorable, right? It's crazy how fucking Bill Cosby's going to be remembered as the guy who fucking... You know, he's going to be remembered as the guy who raped a bunch of women, but I don't think Suge Knight's going to be remembered as the guy who fucking ran that other guy over and killed him. He's going to be remembered as the CEO at Death Row. That's weird. It's you know what it is too? It's because Suge Knight was a bad guy and he made money. What I mean is, obviously, because he was a bad guy, but his image was a bad guy. Bill Cosby's image wasn't a bad guy. They didn't know that that's what he was, and so now he's going to be known as the fucking bad guy. That's fucking wild, huh? That's crazy that history's going to do that just because he fucking had that goody two-shoes. Yeah, wow. It's fucking insane. Drink the fucking... Everywhere I go, I try to fucking... Actually, let's do these first, yeah. Postmates. As usual, your stomach and the rest of your life are at war. You need to eat, but you can't stop what you're doing to deal with it. The only fast things that deliver are not what you want. Introducing Postmates, the app that adds a delivery option to your favorite restaurants. Imagine anything you want to eat delivered. You don't have to drive, park, or even talk on the phone to order. Just download the app and order. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, Postmates will bring you what you want within the hour. You can even see where your food is and track your driver. You forgot eggs and milk? No problem. Craving a tasty burger? Check. Looking for the perfect bottle of red wine or a summer beer? Order up. Postmates is your new long-term booty call for food. I use Postmates. I actually just used it. I ordered one of my favorite places, beef steak, and they picked it up and dropped it off right before I did this podcast, my baby. So for a limited time, Postmates is giving you $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days to start your free deliveries. Download the app today and use code CONGRATS. That's code CONGRATS for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. Save the hassle. Get the food you love fast at Postmates with code CONGRATS. Mott & Bow, quality jeans that look great, fit great, and feel great. Used to cost you hundreds. Mott & Bow has permanently changed the game with $200 designer jeans for half the price. Introducing mottandbow.com, where you can get the most comfortable premium jeans you will ever wear for half of what you'd pay elsewhere for AG or 7 jeans. These are luxury jeans for $100, and you can only get them at mottandbow.com. The most comfortable, the reason why is because they use the best in comfort technology, like dynamic stretch. And that stretch is actually awesome, man. You can do high kicks in them. I love doing high kicks in my jeans. Premium because they only source their denim from 2 of the most well-respected denim mills in the world. And to make your jeans fit you perfectly, they have an at-home try-on program. Request a second pair with your order, try on both, keep one, and send back the other one in the same box with the prepaid label. They also gave me a couple of shirts, which are great too, that I've worn. These are $200 designer jeans for half price, plus their September savings event means you will save 20% on everything at mottandbow.com/congrats. That's MOTT and BOW.com/congrats for 20% off everything. This is their best deal anywhere, but it is only for the month of September. So get on that. Save 20% during Mott & Bow's September savings event at mottandbow.com/congrats. Get on it, my babies. Dude, when I was in Toronto, this company hit me up, Collar Clothing, which is great. And they were like, hey, we're based in Toronto. They sent me a bunch of stuff already. And they were like, hey, we're in Toronto. Let me send you some stuff. Let's send you some stuff. And so I met them in the lobby, and they gave me bags of these clothes. And I wear them on stage a lot. Collar. Kollar. But another thing is, remember the story I told when I went on the hike and I had to use the ASRV clothing to wipe my backside because I had an emergency up there on that hike? Well, guess what they did? As a joke, they sent me fucking toilet paper and the knife and 3 pair of cargo pants because of what Will Sasso told me. He always brings a knife in case he does run into a problem hiking. He can cut off the cargo pocket and then use that to wipe his fucking backside. And that's what ASRV sent to me with no explanation, but I got it. I got it because it was like fucking the Riddler doing something with Batman, and they were the Riddler, and they sent me a riddle, and I fucking got it like I'm Batman. I got it. And ASRV basically is telling me I'm like Batman, and because I got it. So thank you, ASRV, for having a sense of humor and also sending me really cool fucking workout clothing, which is top notch, dude. I need to drink that fucking cat poop coffee is what I need to drink. Have you ever heard of this? Cat poop coffee? Oh yeah, well it's something, dude. Juan Fire doesn't know what cat poop coffee is. Well, let's look it up, dude. What is cat poop coffee? Also known as Kopi Luwak. Of course, it's not actually called cat poop coffee, but Kopi Luwak or cat poop coffee is widely known as the rarest, most expensive coffee in the world. Retail prices have reached as high as $80 a cup. Wow. It's also the world's rarest coffee bean, too. This is at catpoopcoffeeinc.com. Hey. You know, of all websites, catpoopcoffeeinc.com. That's incorporated. Coffee berry, cat poop coffee, Kopi Luwak are the coffee berries that have once been eaten and excreted by a cat called the Asian palm civet. Civet? So basically a cat called the Asian palm civet eats the berries from a coffee tree, then basically poops them out. I like any article that says basically, by the way. That means I'm going to be able to understand it. From here, a farmer or coffee harvester would grab the defecated beans and begin processing them. What that means is he's digging through the fucking cat shit. When the cats, kivets, eat the coffee berries, fermentation of the coffee beans occurs in the cat's digestive system. During this process, the cat shit, it seeps into the enzymes, seep into the coffee beans, yada, yada. Unique flavor and aroma, and shit. So during this entire digestion, the beans are transformed. Imagine going to a place. Also, how about how long does that take? Hey, 1 cup of cat shit coffee, please. Cool. Hang around. We'll clear your name out in 4 hours. We got to wait till this cat eats these fucking berries. Imagine being like, yeah, 1 cup of coffee, and be like, sure. And then they feed a fucking berries to the cat. Would you like a double shot? Yeah, cool. Eat more berries, kitty. And then 4 hours, your order's coming up, and then you're fucking falling asleep. Carl? Yeah. Your coffee's ready. Here you go. That'll be $80. Hey, are you fucking kidding me? No. Cool, here's my $80. Let me drink it. Sip. Oh, is it good? Yeah. How good could it fucking possibly be? What is it? Fucking press your prostate? Dude, it's just... I mean, you're drinking coffee to fucking... Most people, I think, drink coffee to fucking stay awake anyway. It's not... Look at this. 2 Chainz drinks $600 coffee made from cat poop. Most expensive shit. GQ. Seems like something 2 Chainz would be like. He would drink it and just be like, true. Can I have some cat shit coffee? Cool. Here you go, 2 Chainz. Let me drink it. True. What? How good could it be? I need to try that shit. Somebody send me some. Or just either send me some cat shit coffee or just send me a fucking cat and those berries and I'll make them myself. What if that was the thing? At home, you're like, nah, I make my own. You open up the cupboard, there's a cat and a fucking bowl of cherries. I got to wake up at 2 a.m. because I fucking like my coffee at 6. Coffee's ready. How about that shirt 2 Chainz wears that fucking says CEO with all the zeros after it? CEO millionaire. I guess it was just trying to say. CEO in air. I don't fucking know. I mean, forking out the money to pay for the cat food. It says it's $600 for 2 Chainz. Here you go. Do you guys have an ATM? Cool. I have to wait. You know what? Let me order the coffee at fucking 10 p.m. because I can only withdraw $3,000 every day. So after midnight, I'll withdraw $300 again. $300 and then $300 after midnight, and then here's your $600. True. Bad. What is this world that somebody? How did it even fucking come about that they drank cat shit coffee? How fucking bored do you have to be? How fucking hoity-toity rich-ass motherfucker do you have to be like, why don't we try cat shit? Why don't we try to feed... I've also so rich on drugs, fucking legitimately on mushrooms, which, by the way, why eat mushrooms anyway? That's how rich they were. They already ate the mushrooms, and they're on the mushrooms, just like, hey... why don't we feed these cherries to cats and then see if we can make coffee out of the shit? Oh. We can probably charge upwards of $600 for this. Hey, cat shit. Don't ever be anywhere near my mouth. You know where cat shit should be? Near cats' buttholes. And that's it. If there's something out there, someone's eating it, when I was a kid, I watched this thing that was like Guinness Book of World Records. This guy was eating shopping carts. Hey man, you saw that? Dude, he was eating shopping carts. He would like gnaw on it until it would fucking break free, and then he would eat the shopping carts, and then I guess shit it out. He probably never made coffee out of that. See, that's the thing. That guy was missing an extra step later where he should be like, oh, I can make money off this shit. Shopping cart souffle or whatever the fuck. Shopping cart souffle. I don't fucking know, bro. I love coffee so much. I guess I would drink that fucking cat shit coffee. I would. Would you want fire? If you were, yeah, you would. Would you, Ivan, get rid of? Yeah, I would too. I think someone who's like, ew, like after you fucking make it hot and shit, I'm all good. You know, all that shit burns out. And not like I would eat, you know, I wouldn't eat cat shit. But when they ferment it and then fucking clean it and then fucking make it all, boil it or whatever, you know, not boil it, but get it real hot like the coffee is. Can I get an iced cat shit coffee, please? Can you make it a latte for me? I wonder if they can do that. Probably not, right? How about somebody who's like, oh, yeah, I'll get the fucking cat shit coffee. I want a latte, but I want it to be with fucking almond milk. Be like, yo, you're eating cat shit. You're not going to drink what, fucking regular milk? I don't know. That's kind of a hacky premise. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free. You like to do this and you don't want to pay commission? Robinhood is where it's at. They strive to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy. Non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence? Check. Robinhood. Don't be insecure with this. They do it all for you. Other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, but Robinhood doesn't charge commission fees. Trade stocks and keep all of your profits. Do you understand me? Easy to understand charts and market data. Place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. You got a smartphone. Tap it 4 times. Easy to understand charts and market data. Do you understand that? Because it's hard to understand, but they make it easier. Robinhood, web platform, also lets you view stock collections, 100 most popular sectors like entertainment and social media, and curated categories like female CEOs, and analyst ratings of buy, hold, sell for every stock. It's so easy that even I kind of had fun poking around and making some purchases. So that's me. And you know, really dumb. So I figured out how to do it. Robinhood is giving listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at congrats.robinhood.com. That's congrats.robinhood.com. Hey, babies, the Cash App. You know the Cash App. It's the simplest way to instantly send money to friends. It's also the #1 app in finance. The Cash Card is a free customizable debit card that you can use at stores or ATMs. It's linked to your Cash App balance as if it were a checking account. It even lets you direct deposit your paycheck. If you're looking for an alternative to traditional banking, you're not alone. Millions of Americans have already started using the Cash Card. There has never been a rewards program like Boosts. Get instant discounts every single time you swipe your Cash Card at coffee shops, Chipotle, Shake Shack, and beyond. Just tap a Boost in the app and pay with your Cash Card. Cash App is also the most convenient and inexpensive way to buy, sell, and withdraw Bitcoin. 20 years ago, something like the Cash App would have been really hard to imagine, and now it's hard to imagine anything else. And of course, when you download the Cash App and enter rewards code CONGRATS, $5 goes to you and $5 goes to Time's Up Legal Defense Fund. Download the Cash App for free on the App Store or Google Play Market. It's my favorite Cash App, my babies. Dude, I was reading this thing the other day, too, about, what was that fucking thing we were talking about? Okay, let me just read this for you. I don't know what this is from, what website this is from, but it's called the Triple Talaq. Okay? I'm going to read this to you here. Because this summed up how fucking stupid any religion is. Okay? Now, look, religion, if it makes you a better person, if it makes you happier, if it makes your family happier and closer, and you like going to church, I am all for it. I am not talking shit about people who use religion to make themselves happier. Great. Now, am I talking shit about religion? You bet. Do I think it's silly? Oh, yeah. Is it heh? It's absolutely heh. Okay? something known as triple talaq. Now, this is from a website. It's instant divorce. It allows Muslim men to immediately terminate a marriage just by repeating the word talaq, which means divorce in Arabic, 3 times to their wives. The words can be uttered either in person or online. And the woman has no recourse. Like if he writes talaq, talaq, talaq online to you, you can't be like, no, anti-talaq. There's no talaq reversal. I have 5 seconds to do talaq reversal, sweetheart. Don't bother me. I have 5 seconds to do the talaq reversal. Some Muslim women say they have even been divorced via WhatsApp. Imagine you got divorced. Hey, I got divorced. Really? That's tough. Yeah. Kind of took the sting out of it, though, because it was over WhatsApp. And somebody just wrote talaq 3 times. Heh. Imagine no explanation. Just you get the text. Oh, who's this? Talaq, talaq, talaq. Oh, fuck, I'm divorced instantly. Tweet it. Or in letters, according to AFP. They've done it in letters, like longhand. India's Supreme Court ruled in August 2017 that triple talaq, like it's a fucking wrestling move, by the way. Oh, no, here comes fucking Razor Ramon with the triple talaq. Uh-oh. And pile drives him instead. Uh-oh, here he goes. On the ropes for his signature. The Muslim menace on the ropes. Uh-oh. The beginnings of a triple talaq. Uh-oh, here he comes. Oh, talaq, talaq, talaq. Oh, he divorced his opponent. He divorced his fucking spine from his head. In India's Supreme Court ruled in August 2017 that triple talaq was unconstitutional. In the shit. Hey, figure that out in 1912. But legislation, how about how legislation is even mentioned in this article about divorcing somebody by saying a word 3 times like it's Beetlejuice? Legislation passed in December was stifled by political opposition. The impasse prompted the government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to issue the executive order. So it's not, you can't do it anymore, I guess. Wait, hold on. What does that mean? They can do it or they can't do it now? So August 2017, the Supreme Court ruled that triple talaq was unconstitutional, but legislation passed in December was stifled by political opposition. Oh. So they can do it still. I can't tell the way it's written. I'm an idiot. Maybe you guys know. Either way, they did it in 2017. Dude, imagine being like, imagine the last straw. Like, imagine you're just in a loveless marriage. How fucking amazing must some of the Muslims feel when that fucking started? So, look, Muhammad said that, look, we haven't been seeing eye to eye now for 6-7 years. I know our love has changed. I've felt disconnected from you. Muhammad said, this guy Muhammad said that I follow, we can get divorced without all of the paperwork. I just have to tell you, talaq, talaq, talaq. Hey, huh? Imagine the wife hearing that for the first time. What? Let me Google it. Let me Google this. Hold on one second. Let me open my phone. Oh, it's open on Twitter. Hey, wait, did you tweet me talaq, talaq, talaq too? Imagine being like, you fucked up the laundry again? Talaq, talaq, talaq. Dude, talaq. Don't make me don't make me do the triple. Look, I'm just saying, if you fucking do that again, you're getting the triple talaq. That's all. That's all. I'm calling the Muslim menace, dude. I'm pulling the triple talaq on you. Talaq. Dude, when I fucking read that, I laughed so hard I was crying. They deemed it unconstitutional. Yeah, can't. Well, we're not going to be able to do the talaq, talaq, talaq. Imagine the Indian men that are just like fucking hallelujah because they fucking didn't want to be divorced and they were so fucking upset that they were even married in the first place, and now they're just pulling the triple talaq out of their fucking ass, dude. Unreal. I want to get married just to do the triple talaq and then have my fucking American girl just be like, are you fucking out of your mind? What happens, by the way, if she disagrees? It says, no, I'm not going anywhere. I guess you can call the police and you can be like, hey, the police came. I told her, hello, Indian police. Yeah. Why? She's your wife. She can stay in the house. Yeah, no, but I told her talaq, talaq, talaq. Can you prove it? Well, I'll just tell her again right now. Hey, baby, talaq, talaq, talaq. There, I want her removed from my house. I make all the money. Get her out. She's an intruder now. We're divorced instantly. Take her. I mean, Jesus Christ, This fucking world, dude. You got fucking Suge Knight in jail and Indian guys are fucking talaqing all day long. Wow, this fan works, bro. It fucking works. I wouldn't say I'm cold, but I don't have any sweat going on. Fuck yeah, man. Life's about fucking moving forward, my babies. I had a bad week. I wasn't happy this week. I had a sad week. But it's about going on. And I was like, I don't even know. This is why I did the podcast today, because I didn't think I could do it yesterday because I was in a fucking foul mood for a week. And today, I woke up, didn't feel so good still, but I knew the babies were out there listening, and I want to thank you guys for being with me, man. Because I wasn't happy this week, and I didn't know how I was going to do this, and I did. I did my shows. I got through Toronto shows. I got through all those shows, and I fucking did it because I'm a professional, dude. You got to do it. Did I feel good in my heart when I was doing it? Not really. But the audience still, was happy that I came out, and thank you for that. It's fucking tough, man, performing when you're, like, not in a good space. Like, I'm not, like, right now, like, trying to do this podcast when I'm just, like, when there's some weight on my shoulders. It's fucking hard. It really is hard. And it's hard, this isn't, I know this is a comedy podcast, but it's also it's also every week, and it's also me. It's a version of me, but it's also me sometimes. And it's hard to shake that weight off sometimes and just go and do comedy for you guys, especially when I don't know what I'm going to say. If I know what I'm going to say, if I'm up there, I do my stand-up and all this shit, and I'm out there doing the thing, I know how to make it funny because I've been doing it. But when I'm here and I don't know what I'm going to say, to get that feeling of happiness, because you kind of need that, at least for me, to do a joke. And I can trick myself into that a lot of the time when I'm performing because I already know what I'm going to say most of the time. Or I can get into this loosey-goosey type of mode where I'm just like, fucking what matters in life anyway? Here I am fucking on stage bullshitting, and you guys are here. Thank you for coming. That kind of whole vibe. I can get into a silly space, but I don't have the audience with me right now. I've got Juan Fire and Ivan Get Rid Of. I've got some weight on my shoulders, and I'm still doing this here for you babies. And we got this log cabin, right, that I'm knocking on. And I'm trying. I guess I'm just saying thanks for fucking listening. Really. Because I've been thinking lately, too. Like, I never thought about, like, I've been watching Will Smith and shit on Instagram and just how great his family is, And I know Jaden a bit, and I met Will twice, and fucking Jada once. But, like, I don't know them. But, I worked with Jaden. They're just great. They're great people. And I was thinking about Will Smith and, like, how you can look up to him, You really can look up to Will Smith. You can look up to guys like The Rock. You can look up to fucking Mark Wahlberg. You know what I mean? He's a family man, and he's waking up when he needs to. And I was thinking about me, I'm just this motherfucker who talks bullshit on a podcast. And I do stand-up, and I talk about fucking dick jokes and shit. And I did this in-conversation thing at, what do you call it? Just for Laughs. And I don't know how this is going to sound, but I'm just going to tell you guys. I was out there, and this guy was talking to me about, stand up and about me and about my comedy and all that. And it was packed, there were like 200 people there. And the guy in the front row, they opened it up to questions. This guy in the front row, he's like, "Hey, I just want you to know." He said, "I don't really have a question. I just wanted to ask if you knew." I guess it was a question. He says, "Do you know that like I like your comedy like this is so David Brent, but like your comedy fucking has helped me get out of depression and shit. And I've had like dark times." And it really, sometimes your stand up and your podcast has pulled me out of it and helped me out of that. And I wanted to thank you. And I was wondering if you knew that it happens. Now that's fucking. I'm not trying to. Obviously, I know how it sounds, but my point is that I didn't. I actually, as stupid as this fucking sounds, like I don't think of that because. I've been depressed before and I've had problems but I don't think about comedy really as an escape. I think about it as my life, I don't turn on a comedy when I want to fucking escape. I don't want to escape. My life is generally good and I'm not usually depressed. But he said that and, between that and the weight that I've had this past week, it made me cry, and I'm crying right now a little bit, but I'm trying not to. But it made me cry a little bit on stage because it just made me feel really fucking good, and I wanted to thank that guy on the podcast too. For telling me that because I didn't think about that way. I didn't think about it that way, and it made me happy, And I never thought about it truly in that way because I just go on stage or I fucking do this podcast and I just fuck around, and it's fucking fun as shit, it's fun. I do it. I say this before, and I stand by it. I don't do comedy to make you laugh. I do it to make me not cry. and I guess it was ironic that it did make me cry in that moment, and it's making me cry now on this fucking goddamn comedy podcast. And that really fucking made me think, man, the rest of the weekend because of the fucking shit that I'm going through and because of what he went through and how what I did pulled him out of that. And I started thinking about guys like Will Smith and The Rock and how they're role models and how I feel like I'm entering this new phase in my life where I'm an adult, I'm not 40 or anything. And I always imagine myself as a kid, because you're never as old as you feel. I mean, you're never as old as you're not as old as you're as old as you feel, I guess, right? And my dad said he still feels fucking young in his head and he looks in the mirror and he sees fucking Dracula or whatever the fuck with gray hair, however old he is, 70. He looks in the mirror and he's like, that's that old version of me that I never thought I'd be. But I do feel like I'm entering a new phase in my life, and I want to be one of those guys, or I look up to those guys, and I don't want to be one of these fucking, I want to be, I guess that guy. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I want to be a fucking somebody that, I guess people. Don't just. I guess I want to help the world, is what I'm saying. Not just in the comedy way. And I didn't think about that. I didn't really think about that until this past weekend. Anyway. Shit, man. Should we do some Twitter questions or what? Here we go. This is a good question. Ben Wilkins. At Benny Buckets Jr. Who's your all-time favorite Batman Joker? I like that. Okay, so here's the deal. I think Christian Bale's a great Batman. But I also think that Michael Keaton was Michael Keaton was like, when you're doing casting, there's always that. Casting will do this a lot in production, and they'll have the one choice that is the funnier choice, the one choice that is the look, and then they'll have the guy who's like the wild card, they call it a lot, or the interesting choice. And, for instance, George Clooney is just the choice for Batman, obviously, or John Hamm would be Batman. You get it. Christian Bale, he's also kind of that choice because you can picture him as Batman. Michael Keaton, you don't. He was definitely the wild card, and Tim Burton had clout and has clout and can do that. So he picked Michael Keaton, and it ended up being really fucking cool and interesting. And I think it worked. So in that way, because of that, and because Hollywood is always a lot of more of the same, I think maybe Michael Keaton was my favorite. But if I'm going to say best, I would maybe say Christian Bale. Joker, I would have to go with Jack Nicholson just because of how fucking he looks like the Joker to me, and just his whole vibe is Jokery with his fucking eyebrows and all that shit. But I'm fucking really excited to see. I think Joaquin Phoenix is borderline the wild card choice of the Joker, especially the way they have him do it. It just the pictures that we've seen of him and all that, it makes it look like it's really interesting and kind of it's got a sadness to it. See, that's the thing, man. None of the Jokers yet have had a sense of sadness to them, and I don't think that you need that in a comic book, or if you're going to do the Batman that Val Kilmer did, right? That's just a comic book version of it. But the one that Heath Ledger played was great. It just, and I don't want to be one of those guys that like, oh yeah, fucking because it's real, it's good because it's real. Like, I don't fucking agree with that. Movies where it's like, oh yeah, try to make it. There's this whole fucking thing going on now where it's like, oh, the more real it is, the better. It's like, I don't fucking agree with that. Some movies are great and they're not real. Look at fucking Fellini and Stanley Kubrick and David Lynch. None of that shit looks real or seems real at all. And they're great movies. You don't have to fucking act real. Look at Steve Buscemi and half the shit he does. He's not acting like someone really does, but he's fucking great because you saw The Death of Stalin. He's fucking funny and great in that. But he's not acting like how a guy would really act. He's just being he's doing the part that is called for in the tone of the movie. And although I think that Heath Ledger and also what's his name, Jared Leto, did that tonally for the movie. I just don't think that they, although this is the Joker movie, so you do want to see more of his rounded character in this movie. So maybe that's why it does seem like it's like that. I can't fault the other guys. I like all the Batman movies. I really do. I watch every Batman movie, and I find all of them entertaining or good or great. Next one. Alex Lamb. Okay, yeah, he asked me about this. I saw this. When you put your stance socks on, do you have the icon on the outside or inside of your ankle? This one's like on the inside. Aren't they? See, I get confused. Some of them are in different places. Some of them are only on the right side of the pair. Some of them are on the inside. And you could also put them on the outside if you put them on different socks. I put them on the outside if you have the choice. But I have pairs that are only on the right side. And I don't know if that was a fuck up or not, but anyway. Yeah, I'd put them on the outside so you can fucking get to peek. So you can fucking peek. You like to peek, right? Love looking at ankles. Chris D'Elia, Corey McGill, at Corey McGill _ Chris D'Elia, time for AT&T to step it the fuck up? Yeah, I don't like this kind of fucking cute advertising. AT&T, more for your thing. That's our thing. What? That's so vague and dumb. Shit like that makes me want to go with Verizon. More for your thing. That's our thing. Oh, yeah? Okay. By the way, seriously, what the fuck are they talking about? More for your thing. Like, more bang for your buck? Is that what they're saying? I genuinely don't know. I wonder if that's a campaign that they're starting and we just don't get it yet. You know? Yeah, dude, AT&T, get it the fucking together, dude. More for your thing. That's our thing, okay? Say. Oh, this is a good question. You know I'm a shoe guy. Randall Contraio at say _ Portuguese. No shit. You're from fucking Portuguese? You're Portuguese? Portugal? What do you think of the new Jordan 33s? Congratulations, Pod. Okay, I will say this about that. So I'm a big shoe guy. I always know when the fucking new shoes come out and all that shit, and I love them. I got my Pumas on right now. The Thunder, I forget what they're called. Thunder something. Thunder fucking something. Anyway, here, I'll show them to you from the video podcast. There you go, my babies. Look at that. I got the fucking nice colors and shit. You wear them with the tight jeans. And you fucking show your fucking jeans so tight that your fucking bulge is popping out, dude. It's pretty cool. I just said I want to be a role model. Now I'm talking about the fucking bulge in my tight jeans. Anyway, what do you think of the new Jordan 33s? Okay, yeah. I think the past fucking 20 Jordans have been, and let me not fucking mince words here, god awful. Okay? Ever since, like, there are some, I think there are like one or two pairs of 14s that I would maybe wear. I don't like the 13s. 12s are fine. 11s are cool. 10s are good. 9s are all right. 8s I like. Don't even have any, but I like. They're just so weird. 7s, 6s, sure. I like them, yes. They're different and cool. 5s, tongue is sometimes too big. 4s, 3s are great. 2s, they're fun. They're cool. 1s are the all-time best shoe. So, but above 14, I mean, they got fucking, it's like Ray Charles made these fucking shoes without his hands. Heck. Now that's a fucking 12. Michael Jordan, I don't know if you know that, but you owe me $12.95 for that Grand Slam. Hey, Michael Jordan, who signed off on these shoes? Ray Charles with no hands? Now, welcome. How many in your party? I've got an open booth for you. Oh, fuck. I'm 38. So the new Jordans are coming around. I would maybe wear them once or twice. They look cool. They're trying to do a little bit of a different thing. The 32s, 31s, and 30s, they were all kind of like fine, not very memorable. These are just my reviews. What the fuck do I know about shoes? But you asked. So the 33s are all right. I think that they could be coming around onto something, you know? So that's what's up. Any other questions? Or is that it? Well, that... here, wait. Oh, yeah, they tell me about Akon. Akon is 5'11", even though I said he's 4'2". Well, convict music. I grew. Maybe he finally went through puberty. Hey, what the fuck? Now he's just like, convict music. Just so fucking... Oh, yeah, we can't sell albums. Why? Because he sounds like that fucking sad clown that sings. Who's that guy? What a wicked thing to... He's saying that shit. I have it here. Hold on. I have it on my... Not Chris Isaac. I mean, I know that's a Chris Isaac song, but this fucking thing right here. Cool. Not coming up. Here we go. Here it is. Puddles Pity Party, right? You ever heard of that? This is the new this is Akon. Convict music. And then goes through puberty. This guy's such a good voice, though, by the way.
It's strange what desire make foolish people do.
It's emotional.
I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you.
You could really sit in the tub and slit your wrist to this song and just feel okay about it. Oh. You know when they're gangster when they hit that. No, that's when they fucking. That's why you sing that song. No, I wanna fall in love. Oh, with you. Yadala, convict me. What a wicked thing to do. Say that I love you. No, gotta fall in love. Doodle doo. Doodle doo. Sound fucking millions of copies. No, wanna fall in love. Doodle doo. With you. Did anybody drop anything? I'll pick it up for them. I'm right here. Doodle doo. Doodle doo. Would you like to try on some large convict jeans? Convict jeans, you know? Convict jeans. You know who's going to be wearing some convict jeans? Suge Knight and Bill Cosby. No, can I get the convict jeans? Of course, Bill Cosby. All right, guys. I'm going to be in fucking Buffalo, Vermont, and Philly. My babies, you coming out? We got 2 shows in Philly. And that's how we're going to fucking back up the Brinks truck. Show after show. We got money, and we're piling it in to making this fucking studio an actual log cabin. I'm going to get a fucking goddamn bearskin rug and a goddamn fireplace before you fucking know it. And a beautiful bed. And I'm just going to live here. Thank you, my babies, for listening. Merch is running low. We know that. And we'll be getting new stuff soon. I promise. It may even be tomorrow. One Fire told me it might be tomorrow, but he didn't confirm it. Therefore, One Fire. Could be the next day. We don't know. Go to ChrisDelia.com for Follow the Leader tickets. See my new tour. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, rate, and review the show. Tweet me by using the handle CongratsPod, or by using the hashtag CongratulationsPod. Videos episodes go up Tuesdays or Wednesdays. It'll be Wednesday at this point. Watch my specials. And thanks, man. I know I got a little emotional this podcast. It's kind of one of my fears it was going to happen eventually, but it did. Anyway, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. Bye.
Congratulations.